Should be a special moment. Asking somebody on a first date via text.
Not the good.
Mm-mm.
Could you imagine talking to your kids later? Like, how did you and daddy meet? Like, oh yeah, he texted me. Will you go out with me?
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. There's no one else to do. That's why I'm in love with you. I wanna please you any way I can. I wanna share my world.
What's up, everybody? This is Karina and Amber joining you again in our weekly show every Tuesday at noon, Dating and Marriage Perspectives. Damn good to the last word. We're excited to be here. Before we get started, please comment, like, and subscribe to our show. We want to hear from you, ask us questions, let us know how this topic resonates with you or doesn't resonate with you. And anything else? What's that?
Don't let us know that though.
And let us know what else you want us to talk about. Okay, I'm so excited about today's topic.
Is this hitting home a little bit?
It's hitting home a little bit. Well, all topics do, but some of the stuff, the topic today, I've had experiences most recently. So it's going to be a magical conversation.
Yes. I love it. It'll be fun.
All right. To everyone dating, this is for you. Men, women, they, them, there. We are going to share 5 things you should never do or say in a text message.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had an episode before where we, talked about to text or to call. Mm-hmm. And this girl prefers, phone calls. But I also understand that some things can be communicated via text, but not all things.
No. Yeah. Yep.
Not all things. Amber, are you excited about the topic?
I'm excited. Luckily, it's been a while since I had to deal with it. So
every time you say that,
I know. I don't mean
take me out of the game.
The right one will take you out of the game.
I'm waiting.
Yes.
You've out there.
You have been patient. You have been patient.
Very patient.
Yeah.
Maybe JJ, on the other hand, I don't know if she's that patient. Okay. Why don't we get started? Okay, so top 5 things you should never do or say in a text message.
And these are our top, right? Like, just to kind of be clear, these are our top 5 things that we feel is a no-no.
Yeah. Other people might disagree, but perspectives.
Damn perspectives. Damn good for the last word.
Okay, so the first one is texting to ask on a first date.
Yes.
You're feeling somebody. Maybe you work together. Maybe you saw them in passing. Maybe you go to the same gym. Maybe a best friend introduces you to her or something, right? Treat it like a special moment.
Yeah.
Should be a special moment. Asking somebody on a first date via text.
Not the good. Could you imagine talking to your kids later? Like, how did you and daddy meet? Like, oh yeah, he texted me. Will you go out with me? Oh, is that how things were done back then? Like,
just because some things can help you be easily accessible, like text messaging, and it takes a second to send a message, doesn't mean that that's the route to take.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you prefer, if you knew them for a longer period of time, let's say you guys have already had the conversation. I agree 100%. Don't text for the first date, but just for people who are going to be listening to this and say, well, why can't I text? It's easy, like you're saying. If you knew the person for a long time and they text you, would it be different? Like, if you already had that conversation, first, second, third, lots of conversations, would it be different? Or like
No.
versus online dating. For me, I went back in the day, it used to always bother me.
So you're asking if it makes a difference texting someone for a first date, either you just met them
Mhm.
compared to someone you've known for a while. And
Yes.
no, I don't want to be asked on a first date via text, especially if you've known me for a while.
Yeah.
You know, if we have a habit of talking on the phone or seeing each other for a hike or whatever, however we spend time, you know when you're gonna see me face to face, ask me face to face.
Yeah.
No, there's something special about, being asked verbally, face to
Yeah.
face.
Or
It
over the
just it
phone.
takes that away
Doesn't
via
have to be
text.
face to face.
Huh?
It doesn't have to be face to face. It can be verbally, like over the phone, right? It doesn't have to be face to face.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I want to hear your voice live.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Video call would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love from our listeners, especially our male listeners, why? Why the texting to request a date, especially the first one? What type of insecurities do you have? Is it about being shot down potentially, and it's easier for you just to see it via text, or is it just convenient? And then if it's just convenient, that means that you think that I'm just convenient.
Ta-da.
Just saying. So,
Or is it something else that we just
are missing.
aren't able to capture?
Yeah. Yeah. Let us know. Comment down below. I want to hear. I want to hear it. I want answers. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, number 2. Let's just go on. Number
Okay.
2, we
You want
talked
to say number 2?
yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Over sexualizing things or sending unsolicited dick pics. Now, we've already talked about unsolicited dick pics. Make sure that you go back, take a listen. But doing that too soon in a relationship, first, second, third week, second time we're meeting, and that's what you think that I'm interested in? Nah, playa. Go somewhere else with that.
Are you trying to be cool? Like maybe you mean nothing by it, but you're trying to be cool by sexualizing or over sexualizing things. You're not cool.
No. Are you trying to show me what I'm gonna get, or I'm missing out? Honestly, like we've said in the past, if you send that to me, I'm never gonna try and get that. That means that picture's been around for so long. And fluff it up too, if you're gonna do it. But
What'd you say? Fluff it up?
fluff it up. Make sure. Or like our last, one of our last conversations, and our viewers who sent us that in.
Oh my
Make sure it
God.
matches up with what you're saying. Match
Yeah.
it up. However, just don't send it. Nobody wants to see that. You're right. Because now you're setting the tone that this is all that you want from us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You ain't getting it.
yeah, no. And I'm sure women do it too, but it's just not as much as men do it, I don't think. I could be wrong. Again, guys, comment down below. I'd love to hear if you're getting a lot of titty pictures or vajayjay pictures or whatever. But trust me, I don't think it's as often as you guys are feeling emboldened to do.
Yeah, it just reduces you to just one thing, right? Like you're sending pictures of your breasts and whatever, and you just reduce yourself to just that one thing, and that's from that point on, that's just how he's going to treat you.
Yes.
He's going to take you to Taco Bell instead of Mr. A's.
That's right.
Taco Bell girl. You don't want to be a Taco Bell girl. Amber didn't take Taco Bell when she went out with her husband.
No.
She was like, I'll wait.
No, standards.
Mr. A's.
That's right.
Eddie B's.
I don't need you to spend your whole check, but act like you got some common sense.
Shit. Come on now. All right. Message received, I hope.
Yes. What was our next one? Let's see.
Our third one. Saying I love you for the first time via text. It's just the passion and everything that comes along with that. It's just gone.
Yeah.
It's just reduced to 140 characters, if that's even 140
Yes, yes.
characters.
Well, only I guess if it comes with a picture, a couple of pictures.
Right.
Have you ever had somebody say I love you by text?
I can't think of one. No,
Yeah. Hmm.
no.
I was trying to think of that too. I I don't know. I can only imagine if I saw that by text and then you were such a little Mitch that you couldn't even just pick up the phone or tell me in person or something, you're just not going to last. Not with me. Mm-mm.
Wait, let's go back. What's a Mitch?
You know what a Mitch is. And for all the guys named Mitch, I'm not talking about you. Don't try and come around here for me. But
I'm so sorry. I forgot tissues. I'm crying.
yeah, no, don't do it, guys. Just pick it. What has happened to our communication style as humans? I mean, we evolved from not writing on rocks and things and have an actual language that we could use that. Like, what is going on? I don't get it. I don't get it. Women don't do it either, but I can only talk about from our perspectives, from what we've seen out there.
Yeah, I want to hear if people have received text messages where their potential partner or, you know, you're newly dated or whatever, you're kind of new to each other. Well, maybe you're not, but it's the first time that this person is saying I love you, but they said it via text. I want to know, how did you feel? Did you say it back?
Oh, ooh, that would be so disappointing.
And if you did you say it back via text or did you wait till you saw them? Maybe you chose not to say anything at all because you're just taken back or dissatisfied with how they delivered the message. I don't know.
Oh, shoot. That would just be
I think I'd be upset. I would be upset.
I would be upset too. It's almost like I would think, are you drunk? Are you on
Dumb?
something? Are you dumb too? That's another one. Yeah. Well, you know, let's also go back to, right? Because there's our age group that we talk about, and then there's this younger generation. So I'd really like to hear from that younger generation if they're doing that, since they do everything via text.
You know, Amber, you just like, you were in my brain.
It's
Like, I don't have time for a 40-something-year-old to send me a text, I love you, for the first time, again, in your 40s.
yeah, no. Oh my God.
Come on, really?
No. I don't even know what that would I don't even know that I would ever respond. I probably would delete their number after that. I may do that. I may not have a friend anymore, Karina, or an acquaintance.
Wow, you've
Yeah.
come to my side.
So for that, and it's new, it would be it, you know, new relationships can go anytime. Oh,
Oh
all
my
right.
God.
What about you know, our other one that we talked about is starting an argument via text,
Oh, I ain't got time for that.
or you know, trying to apologize by text. Like, that's another thing. The only thing I can see possible with that, but then I would say grow some balls, and if you need to write it out, right? If you need to write it out, just don't send it after you've written it out, right? Then you call me and you tell me the issues that you have. Don't write that mess out and then send it to me by text, because then I can just be like, oh, you know, or I'm going to call you and we're going to have a different type of conversation.
Well, so you send a message and it's an argument, right? Maybe you're sitting at Mickey D's or your kitchen table, you're comfortable, you're making time for yourself, you're saying this message, but you don't know where that person is at. Maybe they're doing a presentation at work. Maybe they're driving. Well, you shouldn't be reading a text while you're driving. But now that, you know, Bluetooth just reads it out for you nowadays.
Oh, that's true.
You don't even have to look at your phone. But this person might be with friends,
Yeah,
hanging out, it's somebody's birthday, and then they get the text and now they are distracted.
and the mood has changed. Everything's gone downhill. Mhm.
So don't do that. For at least for that reason, don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you accept an apology from a text? I like I get to think of that. Oh, really?
I would not reject it.
Okay.
I would probably reply back and say, I would like for us to talk about this.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to talk about an apology via text.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess you feel the apology. Okay, it's there, but I want to hear.
I want to hear the
I want
sorrow.
to hear it. I want to hear you apologize. And then apologize for what?
Yeah.
How did we get there? Like, what happened?
Mm.
Yeah, this is just not. If you got time to text about it, you have time to talk about it.
Yeah. Have you ever had somebody apologize via text?
Probably.
Mhm.
I'll say this. Probably. And there was a friend of mine who would like call me, you know, we were friends. We're friends for a really long time and call me every year for my birthday. And maybe we talk one or two other times during the year. And he said something to me once, like 4 or 5 years ago, and I just wasn't prepared for it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know what's going on. And kind of put the blame on me and this and that. And I just wasn't feeling it. I'm just
Right.
so we didn't speak for a while. And he didn't call me on my birthday either. He called this year, a couple months ago.
Okay.
So years passed. He called and apologized.
Oh,
And the apology came, I think, mostly because he was hospitalized with something very
oh,
serious.
oh no.
And he was like, I was sitting there for a week or 2 weeks having regrets, and I was one of them.
Oh
I want
no.
to call you and apologize for what I said. And
Oh,
I got to say how I felt when he said it. And I told him, I was like, you made me feel like I was at fault. Like,
right.
no, not I was at fault. That is that what I said, that I was at fault? Or oh no, I said I felt like you punished me because I wasn't on the same page with you. Like you had all these thoughts, all these whatever. He had feelings for me and he wanted to have a relationship with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But he's married with 2 kids. And I was like, where's this coming from? Like, we never talked about, so I don't know where this is coming. So it took me by surprise. Anyway, him calling to apologize, we got to talk about it. And it was actually pretty easy for me to say, I accept your apology.
Oh yeah. Well, what if you would have written that out?
On a text.
I'm just
I mean, you know, an apology is an apology. The delivery to me matters.
yeah. Mm-hmm. It makes sense.
You know, if I matter to you, I think that should be expressed in the way it's delivered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
As the sun rays shine upon me.
I love it though. I'm loving the look.
That's my thinking. If this person matters to you,
Yeah.
don't start an argument via text.
Yeah.
And don't deliver an apology via text. Give them a phone call.
Yeah. I keep going back for some reason to, if I don't know how long I know who you're talking about, but I don't know how long it has been. I can't remember how long it's been since you guys have talked about this or talked and it happened. However, let's say we were in our 30s, right? Because now now we just see the world differently. We're much
We
more
do. Yeah.
smarter now. But had that apology been delivered by text back in the day, do you think you still would have been okay? Like you would have accepted it?
In my 30s?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe my reaction would have been different. Like you said, our worldview is so different.
Yeah.
You turn 40 and it feels like time is it's like light speed.
Yeah. Well, shit, we used to take "I'm sorry" via beeper. Remember back in the day that you could write it on that
Yes.
pager. So
Yes. Yeah. And 187, I love you, 187.
yes,
Beeper.
yeah, yeah,
And what are we, 16, 17 years old? Oh, cutie. Just
yeah, yeah. Times have definitely changed, but we did also expect. I mean, as we've matured, we would expect that the men that we date mature with us, and sometimes that just doesn't happen. Sometimes people are just go with what's easy and convenient for them, not really realizing that and not really realizing that that shit won't fly anymore with us, and then we become the bitch. Right, like, let's just keep it real, right? Oh, she's too high maintenance, or she's too this or that, but no, there are just certain things that I have standards for that I won't accept. And if you can't meet my standards, that's a fine. Somebody else will. Just how I feel.
Yeah.
Anyways, number 5. I know I know we were talking about this.
Number 5. Number 5.
Bam, 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 bam.
Cancel a date or break up via text.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
Tell us about it.
If you're going to ask me out via a phone call on a date, first date, second date, third date, 15th date, I would prefer that you cancel and or reschedule the date the same way. Give me a phone call.
Yeah.
Don't do it via text.
Do not.
It's
via text.
Rude.
Yes.
It's minimizing. It's an afterthought. It's and especially what you say in that text that's so short and just cold. Oh, really? Don't. Not gonna happen. We ain't going out again. Period. Period. If you put in the effort of asking me out on a date verbally, and there's very little effort for canceling the date, oh, okay, peace. All right, cool.
Men, what is that? What is that? Please comment below. What is that shit? Like, you ask out on a date, and then you have I'm trying to be good here. It's not difficult to pick up the phone. And
it's not difficult to pick up the phone.
You make somebody feel like they're not worthy of a phone call if you just up and say no, or just say I can't meet. I can't do it. Well, that whole time that it took you that 10 seconds, it could have also been a 10-second phone call. Would not have to be long. Make me feel like I'm worth it if you want to date. Especially if you want to try and go out again. Yeah.
And for the person receiving a cancellation via text, set your boundaries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Set your boundaries.
Yeah.
Maybe you haven't had a date in a while. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Part of you is like, I want to go on a date. I want to be taken out. Set your boundaries.
Yeah.
Because again, you don't want to be the Taco Bell girl. You
no.
The Mr. A's, Eddie V's.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever been broken up through by text? I'm just trying to think if I ever had. I would be pissed. I would be so pissed. Now, if I would have gotten broken up by text, that is a number I would have deleted and blocked and never have to be seen again. Because going back again, that it's just convenient for you. You don't want to deal with my feelings or how I will react. And maybe if you break up with me in person, I may just say, that's great, no problem, fine, it just didn't work out. That's actually probably what I would say versus the shit I'm going to talk about you. Breaking up by text.
Yeah, I can't think of a time when I was broken up with via text. I mean, the guy I was dating last year, we talked on the phone and he broke it off on the phone. And then we were texting the next day about some stuff. And he said it again in the text message.
Again?
Yeah. Because I was asking questions and I was like, there's something he had said over the phone and the whole thing about like, I don't know how deep I should go into this, but there were some things that happened or didn't happen in Mexico. And I was like, I really don't get, like, help me understand these things. And he answered my questions. He did. He answered my questions pretty properly. And then he finished his text message by saying, this is not going to work out. I can't give you what you're looking for. This and that. So to me, I was like, I don't need you to reiterate what you told me.
I was about to say, I was like, you don't got to say that. We're not together anymore. I'm
like you didn't just answer my questions and that's it. You didn't have to reiterate.
Right.
Breaking up with me via
now
text.
you want to
now I've got the sound of your voice from last night and I've got it written down
right
in my text message.
And for that relationship, you're like, now you want to communicate?
That's why I wrote a book about it.
Yes. Yeah, I can't remember a time that's happened, but what was I gonna say? Oh, bye. Oh, is this a quick topic? I don't know.
That's gonna be a clip for our
good. We've got a bunch of those.
We've got a bunch of them. I'm tallying them up.
Oh,
like 30 of them.
Shoot. Well, those are at least our top 5s not to do when you're first looking to date. Women, hopefully you keep your standards high. If you are not liking the direction that somebody is taking it, keep in mind you are in control. You are in control. You are in control. Guys, same thing. If you don't like the way a woman is texting or not meeting your standards, then you're in control. If you are doing these things that we suggest not to do, how's that working out for you?
And I have to say, like, if these things are showing up and you just met this person, like these pictures are being sent and arguments are starting via text and the I love you is just like kind of almost out of nowhere and it's landing in your text box, you should ask yourself, this is the kind of relationship you want with this person. Do you need to start having communication guidelines right away about how you prefer to be communicated with? Maybe that's probably,
yeah.
It's not before throwing the deuces, maybe you have a conversation about communication style.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's just not, to me, those are, especially the sexual pictures.
Oh yeah.
Not being able to apologize face to face, the canceling of the date. I just can't. I don't want it. I can't.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I don't want to work so hard at the beginning of a relationship. If I feel like I'm working hard already,
that's true,
in a new relationship,
yeah, that's not gonna, could you imagine how much harder you're gonna have to work in 5, 10, 15 years? That would be a lot.
I need to.
But before we wrap up, can we talk about your new book that just came out today?
Yes, my book Fired Up came out today. It's available on Amazon, and it is a deep reflection between, so it's based on my dating experience and it's on one specific relationship, and it's not about the love story of the girl and the guy who meet and date, it's about self-love.
Mhm.
It's about self-love, establishing your boundaries, what you really want in a relationship. And if you're not in a relationship because you choose to not be in a relationship, to have a good relationship with yourself. Be
Mhm.
okay being single, treat yourself, pamper yourself, do what you want.
Mhm.
And, don't rush into a relationship because everything around you tells you
Mm.
you're supposed to be in one. And that's hard.
Yeah.
It really is. Like I go into, TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and there's a whole bunch of like wall decors and home decor. This is us.
Yeah.
Home sweet home, me and you. Like it's a lot of me and you kind of thing. With this, there isn't one that says, "This is my home, get the fuck out." I mean, I don't know. It's just so it's hard. It's hard to be to just love being single when everything around you tells you, why are you single? Well, why not?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's what my book is about: deep reflection, deep introspection, and yeah, look for it on Amazon, and I hope you like it.
Yes, yes. Along with her first book, 13 months. So
Along with my first book, 13 Months Journey Through the Pandemic. And I know the pandemic, I think what's today? The 9th?
yeah.
Today's the 9th. May 9th. May 11th, the government is gonna call off the public health. Was it public health scare? Something like that. They're gonna call it off. So people are moving on. They're not really thinking about the pandemic. And sure, that's fair. But the psychological aspect of it, I think, is going to live on for a while. So folks might think, oh, it's not relevant anymore. But again, I think this book is just an example of reflecting on what happened and what you learned about yourself.
Yes.
And yeah, how you view your spaces differently. At least that's what my book is about.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Well,
Thanks,
yeah.
boo.
Yes, my love. As we wrap up, you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, really appreciate all your listening and viewers. Fellas, now's your opportunity to write us down below. Comment, let us know what you think. And if we're missing something, that's no problem. You're welcome to come on and share your view. We always like to get the other perception. Perspective. Yeah, thank you. I was like,
Super.
well, like I said, we got a lot of them. So thanks so much for watching, listening. Have a great day. Don't forget to like. Bye.